Hi Wagner Jewelers. In this video, I'm going to be showing what you're doing good and what you can improve on to better leverage your social media to get more customers. So right now we're in your Facebook page right now, and right off the bat we can see, your logo and pretty high quality. It looks pretty good. You had these past profile pictures with your guys' employees, but still looking pretty good. And then you guys have your cover page, which looks again pretty good, pretty high quality. Logo. And then you have this quote with a pair of looks like engagement rings. So doing pretty good there. Like the only thing I'd really recommend is because you guys have your logo both here. What I would do is actually maybe put a see you guys have you have several other pictures that we'll go over, but you have a picture of like your employees. So I would definitely put that on your cover page, so it can kind of resemble more not just like Wagner Jewelers, but the people behind Wagner Jewelers. So that's the only thing I'd recommend. But other than that, you guys are doing really good. Going to the about page, you have like the find us, like the address, and then you guys have your custom or your unique username. That's good. You also have the number, which is good. You have the hours. Most importantly, you guys have the story info, which that's just awesome because or you don't probably know that it's in like leveraging your social media. If you can connect more with your potential customer or followers, where you can leverage that, that brings a better chance of that person being a customer, because you're trying to connect with them. You're saying that with this story that it's not just like we're a regular store that sells jewelry. We have a story. We have something to talk about. We have something that's unique about us that we hold to ourselves. We have values that we want to provide to our customers, and for since 1981 you guys have been doing that. So that's very impactful for leveraging your social media. So you guys are doing good here. Going on, you have your business info. You have a parking lot. You have the price range, when you guys opened, additional contact info, and we'll talk about this in a little more in this video. But when you guys make other social medias, you want to make sure that you link them here, just so when people scroll through your about page and they might have maybe an Instagram, they could look at this and be like, oh, okay, and connect with you guys there as well as Facebook. So and then moving on, you have like a little more info about just like some small information, but pretty good. Going down to the photos, you guys do have a good selection of photos. You guys have a good amount of photos, of the jewelry that you sell, rings, necklaces, earrings, that sort of stuff. Not too many photos of, actually, like I see that you guys, this, I think this guy's a goldsmith, and kind of shows like behind the scenes of, what you guys actually do. You guys aren't just like selling jewelry, you guys are actually, working at, making the jewelry maybe. So what I'd recommend is, be posting, more types of this content, definitely, where it can, like again, leveraging your social media. So if you can show that, hey, like, we're not just about selling jewelry, we have to actually like make it, we have to improve it, we have to, we're repairing jewelry, that kind of stuff, can really have an impact on your social media. Um, like here, like we have a nice picture of like the employees, which is really good. Again, leveraging your social media, where you can connect more with your followers, with potential customers. And this is really great. It shows that you guys are a nice, happy, team, willing to serve your customers. So moving on, we have another picture of some jewelry. Um, you have another picture of I think this is a goldsmith. Um, and another thing I would say is there's only a couple pictures of actually like what the store looks like. So I would definitely add more pictures of what your establishment looks like on the inside. You guys have some pictures of the outside. That's good. There's only a couple, but again, like more pictures of what the establishment looks like. This looks like a 360 picture. I'm just gonna try to zoom in on that, but more pictures like that. And then you might have like these are the owners. So this is an awesome picture maybe to have on your cover page, and then have your logo here. Or if you guys have a picture of your guys's staff here, and then you could put your logo. It does like a multitude of things. It shows like what a potential customer, what the establishment would look like when they come in. Yeah, I mean, doing pretty good here. Just be posting pretty more. I'd say posting between 2 and 3 times a day. That's what I recommend for most of my clients. So yeah, moving on to reviews. Nothing too much I can say about here, other than you guys have stellar reviews. Out of 30 reviews, you guys have a solid 4.9 stars. So that's just awesome. Events. It looks like you guys had an event December 5th. So maybe if you guys have any more upcoming events, definitely update these. Posts. So I see that you guys don't post that much. The last post was April 13th, and this was for a sale off of these bracelets. So like I said, be posting between 2 and 3 times a day, and it looks like these are just for offers and discounts. I would definitely be posting a little. You could definitely be posting this content, but don't just be posting stuff to try to sell people. Try to post content that people really might enjoy, like the behind the scenes of making or fixing jewelry, that kind of stuff. So like this stuff. This is a good example. Again, 20% off. It's not like, again, not terrible that you guys show that you have a discount. It's really good that you guys show that you guys have a discount, and you're making sure your followers see that. It's just make sure that you have different types of content that you guys are posting, so it doesn't look like you're just trying to sell your followers. So going from that to services, you guys do a pretty good job, with your services and what you guys include. I would definitely say, update this, because I saw that you're on your guys's, website. You guys have a lot of different services that I would definitely, include. So, like jewelry, insurance. I don't think you guys have this on here. So Just making sure that, like whatever they look at on your guys' website and your guys' Facebook for your services are pretty much the same. Other than, because it could kind of get confusing for the customer if they see like, oh, you only have like, half a dozen services, but then on your website you have like a dozen. As well as, making sure that you're giving every opportunity to showcase what kind of services and in like, values that you provide to your customers. So, the more it really makes a difference between a good Facebook page and a great Facebook page when you have all the little details filled out. Moving on to the offers page, this is I think this is a genius way to, let people know of your sales and your discounts. So, doing good here, for people to get notified when there's a discount coming. Moving on to community postings. So you have 600 followers and 612 likes. You guys have a pretty decent amount of community postings. Not so much in frequency, but you guys have this one from Joseph Asher collection from yesterday, and then this one from September 26th. April 5th. It's decent. Community posting is kind of hard because they really happen organically, more or less. So maybe if you guys wanted to increase that, I'd recommend maybe putting like a sign, or maybe even recommending your customers, if like they really like the ring, post it, and tag us in your Facebook post. So it'll show up here. That's what I'd, kind of like this, a woman, bought a ring, and she really loved it. So she wanted to share it, and she tagged you guys with it. So, that's just another example of, what I'd just recommend. Again, another picture of someone, sharing what they got, it looks like for their wedding. So that's pretty much it. You guys have a pretty good amount of followers and a good amount of likes. I could definitely see, with me taking over your guys' social media, and we'll talk about actually marketing your Facebook page to boost these likes and follows. Maybe even double or triple within the first month of me managing your Facebook and other social medias, so I can better leverage your social media to get more customers. So, and then just kind of recapping what I went over. Maybe change your cover page. Keep the logo, but those pictures that we went over where they kind of have a viewpoint of like what it looks like on the inside. And maybe if you had your employees there, so like you can do three things with one picture. You could show off your logo, you could show off what your establishment looks like on the inside, and then what you have employees. And then recapping about the posts, posting between 2 and 3 times a day. If you guys need help with that, that's definitely something my agency offers to manage your guys' social media. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. So moving on to your website, you guys have a pretty stellar website. You guys have like a lot of content to look over. The only really thing I'd say is, you guys have this socialize with us page. When you guys make new social medias that we'll talk about in a little bit, I definitely add those links here. So, if people are stumbling upon your website through Google, they can be like, okay, they have a Facebook, they have an Instagram, they have a YouTube channel. So that's what I would recommend, definitely. Other than that, like I said, pretty stellar website. So moving on to LinkedIn, I see that you guys don't have a LinkedIn page. I see that, someone made a, this one is in Massachusetts, but I would definitely recommend having a LinkedIn page because, or a LinkedIn page for your company because, we have, a couple of people that work at Wagner Jewelers, so they could connect their LinkedIn to your guys' company page, and so if you guys have it linked at the bottom here, a customer can look, oh wow, there's a company page, and then they can look at oh wow, this is like the I can't actually look at the profile, but this is like the goldsmith. This is one of the employees. So you can definitely do that. It's pretty easy to make. Or if you guys need help with that, let me know. I could definitely, that's definitely something that my agency can help you guys with, creating and managing your LinkedIn page. So moving on to Yelp. So you guys have phenomenal ranking on Yelp with 7 reviews and a solid 5.0 ranking. It's already claimed, so that's awesome. You guys got your hours filled out. You got your price range. You got business info. Nothing too much to say here, other than you guys don't have a lot of photos. You have your logo, and then you have like what your storefront looks like. I mean, it's not like crucial to have, the types of photos like you did in your Facebook page, but definitely like I would be adding, more pictures of what kind of products and services you guys offer, as well as like the employees, and, pretty much just like making sure that you can showcase every bit about your establishment and what kind of values you guys hold. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's an area where you can add your business story, but if there is, I would definitely, maybe just copy and paste the story that you guys have on your Facebook page to here. So, yeah. Moving on to Instagram. So I noticed that you guys, I don't know if this is your guys' Instagram page, because it just is Wagner Jewelers, and you guys posted, a couple photos, nothing too much, just 10 posts. This one was last posted in 2014. So again, like if you guys do have an Instagram page, or if this is your guys's, I would definitely, trying to upload between, 1 and 2 times a day, just to make sure that you can catch everybody who's looking at Instagram, and they have a chance to, interact with your, the posts. Why I recommend, posting between 1 and 2 times, or at least 2 times a day, because, the average Instagram user has hundreds of followers, and if they're going through just hundreds of pictures that their followers or following has posted, it's going to be kind of hard to really find your post. So that's why I would recommend posting between at least 2 times a day, in different times of the day. So maybe a morning and then afternoon time. Again, that's something that we offer in our social media manage package, where we can take over your social media and post, high quality, 4K images. So yeah, and then moving on to YouTube, I noticed that you guys only have one YouTube video, and this was 3 years ago. And really, I mean, like it does an okay job, to be honest, about showcasing your business, but not like really good. So like what I'm talking about is like, this woman just kind of just goes over on why your business is so great, but you don't actually, it doesn't really get like a tour of like your establishment. It doesn't go over, the employees, how, what kind of services and what kind of values you guys uphold to your customers. So that's I would definitely, this is kind of getting to my next point. In my agency, we offer a business story video where, we'll do exactly as I said. We'll go over, we'll have some short interviews with the employees, the owner, as well as go over, what kind of services you guys offer, as well as what kind of values you guys hold, as well as, what kind of story do you guys have to tell to, your potential customers. So that's all about leveraging social media to get more customers, and it's a very powerful way. So, like I said, Jenny, you might even want to actually link this to your Facebook page or your website. It doesn't do like a great job, but it's a decent job on showcasing your guys's establishment. So moving on to Twitter, I noticed that you guys, I don't think this is, yeah. So this is in Massachusetts. I don't usually recommend making a Twitter account for small businesses, because Twitter has not really been seen to be very efficient. But what I would really recommend doing is at least making it and be posting at least once a day, and just be linking over, if you make a Instagram post or a Facebook post, to make sure that you're linking that over for that person to view it, because not a lot of people actually, not as much people use Twitter as Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, but that's just my recommendation. So at least once a day posting on Twitter. Moving on to Google Plus, I saw that you guys don't have a Google Plus account, which to be honest isn't too surprising, because not a lot of people actually use Google Plus like Twitter. So I mean, again, I would, definitely just make one and be posting at least once a day, and maybe just linking to, Twitter, not Twitter, but Instagram or Facebook. So it's pretty easy to do. And that's another thing, like with all these social medias, that's what, what we can do with my agency is we can manage and post for you guys. So you don't have to, remember to post, between 1 and 2 times a day for like Instagram or, for Facebook or LinkedIn. So, so moving on, and talking about, your competitors and what they're doing with their social media. So right now we're at Everett Jewelers, and, they, the biggest thing that stands out to me is, they do have the, I'd say a better profile picture where they have their logo. They have a picture of like what it looks like when they maybe like walk in. They have like these mirrors that people can use to see if they like their jewelry. Their cover page isn't that great. It just shows, pictures of jewelry. Going down to the photos, they do have a lot of pictures of their products. They only have a few pictures of, it looks like this is a goldsmith. So, nothing too much to say here. They do post. Let's look at their postings. So they do post pretty frequently, a lot more frequently than your guys' Facebook. So, December 12th, December 6th. It's not, their postings isn't perfect, but it is a lot more frequent than your guys' postings. It looks like they post every 2 weeks, or maybe even more, because this is May 8th and the other one's December 30th. Sorry about that. April 28th. So, again, you could definitely, improve, pretty kind of like doing what they're doing, just posting more, like I said, increasing your frequency, as well as, getting that Facebook verified check mark, because, again, that brings a little more authority towards your guys' Facebook page, if you guys had that, because it shows that, your guys' Facebook page is legit. So, just like the little things, like I said, that make the difference between a good Facebook page and a great Facebook page. Moving on to another Facebook page, Everett Brooks Jewelers. So, these guys aren't actually in Washington. These guys are actually located in Australia, but nevertheless, they do show a really good example of what you can optimize your Facebook page for. So, they have they have all of these pages. What's really cool is they actually have a page for their Instagram. So you don't even have to go into Instagram to look at what kind of content they're posting. So pretty awesome, where they have this streamline of stuff, of social media. Sorry. And then, as well as they have a pretty decent following. They have 1,000 followers. I could definitely see, getting between 1,000 to 2,000 followers within the first month or two of managing your Instagram. So, as well as, they're posting, pretty good content, of their jewelry, of their customers and stuff. So, this is what I'd kind of maybe model off of. They're posting sales, or their customers, or their employees. So, as well as videos. So these guys, if I can scroll back up, these guys have a kind of like a business story video to look at, and it does a fantastic job, going over what their establishment is about. And like I said, again, it's something that we can do with our agency, is to make that business story video, where it's showcasing your guys' products, your guys' services, as well as what kind of values you guys try to provide for your customers, as well as they have a pretty good amount of videos showcasing product launches that they're doing, as well as it looks like here's some inspecting some diamonds. That's pretty cool. Also, a video of a goldsmith. So that's definitely what I'd recommend. Again, posting the business story video, that's crucial, but as well as pictures of your guys' product launches or something new, or you guys have goldsmiths working for you guys. So I'm posting a short video like this. This is 17 seconds and it has 200 views. This is 13 seconds and it has almost 600. So Moving on to Pinterest. If you guys don't know what Pinterest is, it's pretty much it's kind of like Instagram, um, uh, but not a lot of people actually use Pinterest. So that's why I'd recommend just using Twitter, or sorry, not Twitter, Instagram. Twitter, they do have a link to a Twitter, and like or all of their postings, they just have it linking to their Instagram or Facebook post. So I would definitely, just do the same, where whenever you post, like it looks like these guys post, at least like 3 times a day. So again, just linking them over to a Facebook page or a Facebook post or their or an Instagram post. Events. So this is loading. So they do have a lot of they don't have a lot of events, but they did post some events, so they're in the past, and then they have upcoming events. So if you guys have a sale coming up or an event of some sort, I'd definitely be posting this here. Posts. So this is on November 30th. Oh no, sorry, December 24th. December 22nd. So they post, like every other day, which is, a pretty good frequency. It's not like the best. December 21st again. So it does look like actually they do post, between, at least like 2 times a day, or 3 times a day. That's definitely something I'd recommend. Again, for you guys to be posting, so you guys can make sure you're putting as much, opportunity for someone to look at your content. Again, like they're not just posting like just what kind of sales they're having. They have asking if they need a last minute gift, and then they're posting a new product that they're launching, as well as the store hours. So they're kind of mixing it up. They also have a link to their shop page, so they might be in e-commerce, but if you guys are in e-commerce, or have like a page where you can just buy off of the store, you can definitely link it over here, so people don't have to go to your website to view it. They can just look at these, that's a shop page. But it looks like looking around your website, you guys don't do that, but no, it's just awesome that they got these guys actually post or have this here. So offers, again, something that you guys offer again or have in your Facebook page, and community postings. We're not going to go over that. We went over that with your guys' Facebook page. They 4Cs by GAIA. Don't know what this is about, but some videos of their some diamonds, it looks like. So it looks like it's they go over like the color or like the grading system for diamonds. So that's pretty cool. Definitely something like I would definitely if you guys can post that type of information on your Facebook page or your Instagram page, or I would even do both. That'd be awesome. Another awesome thing that they do is they do wedding reviews, and this is just a great way to just look at what they got their engagement ring, the ring, rings for like engagement rings. Again, just awesome stuff, awesome content. I can definitely help with setting up this. on your Facebook page. So people that are just buying stuff specifically towards their wedding, you can just have that for, you can have a section just for wedding reviews, not just generic reviews. So I hope that went over some specific information on how you can better leverage your social media on the surface, and what your competitors are doing. So these are just good models to look at and what you can kind of resemble. I'd like to say as well, these guys have 3,500 followers and 3,700 likes. So that's just like a fantastic amount of likes and followers, and we could definitely be boosting that between, I'd say maybe matching that or doubling it within the first couple months of me managing your social media. And we'll get into the actually how I'll do that with Everett Jewelers. I think they only have about 500 followers, and you guys have about 600, so you guys are definitely beating them there. So going more about leveraging social media to get more customers, what I'll be talking about is actually Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is an incredible way to not just analyze and track how your ads are doing and what kind of results they're bringing, but it's a great way to connect with your customers because of the audience specifics you can do that I'll go over right now. So you can pick your custom audiences. You can pick what you don't want to be. Obviously you don't want to be marketing towards people that are of the age of 18 to 65, because that's just a lot of people. And as you can see, that's 230 million people. So what going through this process, let's first actually go over why Facebook ads are actually so great before actually getting to the nitty gritty of actually creating your ad. So the biggest thing is you can start your marketing. You can look at what your marketing objective is. Is it brand awareness? Is it reach? Is it just traffic to your website? Is it engagement through your Facebook posts? Is it video reviews? App installs? Probably not, because you guys are a jewelry store and probably not trying to make people download apps. So it goes on to lead generation, and maybe you guys want to get more leads on people that are looking for rings. Messages, maybe you just want people to message you guys and see what your guys' establishment is about. Conversions, you guys are in an e-commerce store, so definitely not that. Catalog sales, probably not. Maybe if you guys actually have a e-commerce store on your website, but it doesn't look like you guys do. And then store visits, maybe you just want more people to visit your store. So that's definitely something, all of these things that you can market towards. For now, I'm going to be just doing an example of making an ad for traffic. We starting the process. We want to think about, obviously we want people to just be targeted within, you guys are in Marysville. So, you don't want to be targeting people in Seattle. You don't want to be targeting people in Mount Vernon. You guys just want to be targeting people in Marysville. So, 25-mile radius is still pretty big, so I might go down to 10. So you kind of get Arlington, Everett, and and all of Marysville. And then, so thinking about, like what kind of age you guys want to target. Maybe it's people that are just recently engaged. So let's say, the minimum age of someone getting engaged is like 25. And then another person is, like 35. So that narrows it down to, 73,000. That's still a lot of people to market towards for a potential reach. So I would definitely. So I mean, like going on, now we have detailed targeting. So we might want to think about, what kind of demographics, what kind of interests, what kind of behaviors, and other categories. If you had a list of, your perfect customer, what would they be? So because jewelry isn't cheap, we can go down to financial and then income. So maybe they're just making between 75 and 100 grand a year. So you can guarantee that, they'd be able to afford your guys' services and products. Maybe, because they're recently engaged, we'll go down to relationship and then relationship status, and then, they're engaged. And so, that gives us a pretty healthy potential reach of 16,000. I think these subjects are, still pretty broad. So maybe they're newly engaged and they'll, we just lost, 1,000 people to market towards. That's okay. I might do, engage within 6 months. So again, so it bumps it up, or engage within 1 year. So 17,000. Let's see if we can, bump it up a little more. So, about, so 17,000. It looks like we're just going to be sticking around 17,000 people. Okay, now we just bumped up to 26,000 people. So I say, that's between 20 and 30,000 people. That's, kind of like the bar mark that I try to shoot for, where it's not too broad, but still pretty defined in this 10-mile radius area. So moving on to next part, placements. I do edit the placements, and I'm not going to go too specific, but not all these platforms actually are effective for showing your guys's ads. So like for instance, like live native and banner ads aren't really that great, just because of the experience that I've had working with clients, and just my agency's experience with running ads is, you want to be focusing on mostly just Facebook and Instagram. So again, like I'm not going to go over specific mobile devices and operating systems, because that's just like too much information to go over. Now we're talking about the budget and schedule, probably another really, really important part about this, and this affects how much potential reach you guys can have. So I would probably doing. I mean, for all my clients, I recommend a healthy budget between $500 and $600 to get decent results on your guys' ads. So, and the cool thing is, like, you could have it run for a month, you can have it run for 2 months, you can have it run for a week or a day. It's really your guys' decision, but again, I would, we could see what it's possible with, $500 for your results. So, getting between 700 and 2,000, daily reach. So people that are, reaching your guys' website, or getting reached from your guys' website, because we're doing a traffic ad, as well as 7 to 41 link clicks. So they're not just seeing the ad, they're actually like clicking on your link. So moving on to the actual ad and actually making it. So what we want to be doing right now is, thinking of, if it's going to be an ad with multiple images or a single image. If you guys are marketing a video, you could do that. A slideshow or collection. For all my clients, I really recommend doing a single image, just because that's what we have found to be most effective with Facebook ads. Right now, I'm just going to be grabbing your guys's website. Let's go here and then go back here. So, making sure that the link destination is correct. I think you guys are .net, so not .com. So making sure that that's correct, and you can see how, it gives you like a preview. Now, obviously, if I was managing your guys' Facebook ads, it wouldn't show my picture. It'd actually show, your guys' Facebook page logo. So, but it gives us, a preview of it. So, the text and headline are the most critical part of making the ad, because if you guys don't have effective ad copy, it's not going to convey to people to actually, to, come to your guys' store, or, check you guys out, or, to do whatever. So that's definitely something we can help from my social media, packages, is, making sure that the ad copy that my agency writes for you guys will actually convey and actually, show that, it will produce results. So we're all about producing results for managing your Facebook and your social medias. So, maybe, an example for a headline might be, just, this is just thinking right off the bat, maybe get your new ring here today. This is just an example, of something you could write, and it's get not and then you might have like some ad copies. So you definitely want to make sure, I'm not going to actually go over it because it is a very extensive process with finding the right ad copy and making the right ad copy that will actually work and produce the right amount of results with your Facebook advertising budget. But this is just the possibilities of you can write an ad and then get your new ring here today, and then they'd be linked over here. So in like it might even be this specific page here where they could just look at your guys' rings. Again, it can be, it's pretty endless with what you guys can link towards, especially because you guys have many services. So if you're maybe marketing towards people that are for gold buying, or maybe they're wanting to get an engraving, it's it's pretty endless with what kind of ads you could do. So, or even maybe like a watch repair, so you can make a picture with a broken watch or something. So moving on to a call to action, again, like there's a lot of these call to actions, like apply now, book now, contact us, get showtimes. That's something that I would, it can kind of get overwhelming with the type of options you can do for the call to actions, and that's something that we again offer with our social media management, is making sure that we're making sure we have the right call to action, so it will produce the right amount of results for your guys' advertising budget. And then to get an idea, like these, going over the call to action, there's a lot. You could get sign up now. Maybe if it's like if you're just trying to get emails to send out a newsletter for a sale, or you want to request a time on when you can come in and talk to one of your guys' employees on getting like a new ring or a new piece of jewelry. And then you have like the get showtimes or contact us. Maybe you just want people to just like call you and look and want people interested in what kind of services and products you guys offer. So it's pretty endless. One last thing that I'd like to go over is actually a case study of a Facebook ad a month for a client that I ran, and this was only for a budget of about $300. And as you can see, we get about 24,000 impressions, 347 unique link clicks, 16,000 people reached, and then again about $300 spent. And as you can see, my client didn't know what to do for Facebook ads. So you can see it went up, the impressions went up 271%, link clicks went up 333%. The reach went up, went up 191%, almost 200%. So, this is just an example of, what kind of results we can offer for you guys. Obviously $300 isn't, the amount of money that I'd recommend for Facebook ads, but this is definitely like, was a start for my client, and just getting his foot in the door for Facebook advertising, in which we managed. So again, these are just true results, a case study of what happened with my client, and now we're running between $500 and $600 a month on Facebook advertising, and his small business is doing awesome. So if you guys are interested in getting more customers to your establishment, leveraging social media to your guys' advantage, and doing better than your competitors are doing in your area, let me know. My contact info is down below, as well as you can message me back on Facebook to see if you guys are interested in stepping up your social media to the next level to get more customers. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.